Hey guys, Lucas here. Today we're going to learn how to tune your balisong. In this video, we're going to need a few things. A T10 Torx driver, bottle lubricant, and some Loctite. We're going to be tuning this Squid Trainer V3.5 in dual tone gray, and it has two separate problems. As you can see here, the safe handle is really stiff. Now the bind handle is not stiff, but it has more handle play than I like, and sometimes it taps. So we're going to fix both of those issues with pretty much the same technique. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pivot screws out, see if that fixes the problem. So squeezing the handle together, I'm going to unscrew both of the pivot screws. Take them out. All right, now that both screws are out, let's check the smoothness. That one's all right. And that one's all right. So it could be that the safe handle screw was tightened a little bit too much. Now, sometimes the pivot area can get a little dirty and it might slow things down. So you might want to take things apart and then clean all the surface areas. So let's go ahead and do that on one of these handles. So I'm going to pop out the safe handle pivot by just using the T10 Torx driver and just pushing it right out, just like that. Okay. Carefully slide the handle out. You don't want to lose your washers, so don't do this too fast. Okay. There's one washer right there, and the other washer is stuck in the handle, so we'll pull that out. Now I'm just going to give them a light rub on this cloth here to make sure they're nice and clean. And I'm going to visually inspect inside the handle to make sure that there's no dirt or anything stuck inside. You should do the same thing for the blade because every surface matters. Okay, that looks great. Let's give that a quick wipe. So let's put it back together. It's really straightforward. All you're going to do is take one washer, place it right on top, and you can take the other washer, you put it on the bottom, and you can hold them together, and then you can slide the handle right on top of them. To make sure that the handle, the washers, and the blade are all lined up, I like to use the T10 Torx driver, and I like to push it through and line up the washers and the blade and the handles. So, I'm just going to use this really quickly here and push it right through, and that should line it up pretty much close to what I need. Then I'm going to take the pivot, I'm going to press it up right into there, into where the tip is, and I'm going to support the back end with my chest. I'm going to push it through. Now sometimes you might have some trouble pushing it through, but that's okay. Take the Torx driver and just kind of circle it as you're pushing with your index finger. It should go right in. Great. Now we're going to want to reapply Loctite. We have a video dedicated to reapplying Loctite, so if this is your first time applying Loctite, I definitely recommend checking that out in the description below. So we're going to take our bottle of Loctite. And you generally want to reapply Loctite anytime you take your screws out, because anytime you take them out, you're breaking that Loctite, and so you're going to need to reapply more. So, let me just set that in right there. Let's do the other one. Okay. Oop. Perfect. Okay, before you tighten it, let's put in some lubricating oil. Put a small drop on top of each washer. And I like to blow on the top of it so that it nicely distributes it across the washer. Okay, you can wipe away the excess. Okay, so here's how the tuning process goes. All you need to do, squeeze the handles together and tighten the screws down until it stops turning. Now, once you've hit that wall, you'll feel it. Okay. Now, let's check for smoothness. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's say that this one had a little bit more handle play than you liked. All you got to do is tighten it a little bit more. Let's check again. Well, I tightened it a little bit more, but now it's too stiff. So I just want to back it off a tiny bit so that it still has this excellent handle play, but also the smoothness that I saw in the beginning. Okay, squeeze the handles together. Unscrew just a little bit. and then we'll check again. Okay, that looks great. We'll do the same exact thing for the other handle. Tighten it all the way down until it stops. Check for smoothness. Well, it's a little bit too tight already, so we know we need to back this off a little bit. And just like that, it's perfectly tuned. Check for tap, and we'll give it a little flip just to make sure. Sounds great and it flips great. All right, well, that's it for today's video. If you don't have any of these tools here in the video that I used, I'd highly recommend picking up our Balisong Maintenance Kit. We have a regular one and a premium one, with the premium one coming with KPL instead of Hoppy's 9 lubricating oil. You can find both of them on our website. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.